PG5 Echo Echo, turn left at 270 degrees, descend around at 25,000 feet.
Good morning everybody, it's John from Drones and Planes here and we're back at Manchester Airport. It is middle of September and we've just seen this Icelandair Boeing 737 MAX land. It's very, very quiet. The RVP is pretty busy today. We've just got here, it's 11 o'clock and yeah, looks like we've got some kind of classic car show going on down there. But this plane just glided in. Now we've got a Ryanair departure. Hopefully you can hear the engines now. You can see the two aircraft now on final approach. They're both EasyJets. The first one I believe is coming in from Edinburgh and the one behind is Parma. And I've also just seen the Turkish A330 head off down towards the threshold for 23 right. So it should be quite busy for the next few minutes. And here's the first of the EasyJets. They're coming in from Edinburgh.
Everybody's faces all lined up waiting. I'm going to assume that's for the A380. It's the A320 is quite nice as well, but I'm guessing that's not what you're all looking for.
And as soon as this one clears the runway, the second one should be with us. The Emirates is third to land, or will be second once this one clears the threshold. So I just hope we get some decent footage. But as soon as that nose wheel crosses the threshold, then the aircraft behind can be given clearance to land. That's the way it works. Only one aircraft is allowed on the runway at once, whether it's departing, taking off, waiting, whatever. Only one aircraft on the runway. The A380 right in the distance, so she'll be with us in the next couple of minutes. And here's the second of the EasyJets. This one's from Parma.
Take a look, when the aircraft is landed and the taxi in, just at this point in its nose forward, just take a look at the shape of the wings on the A380. So just as it's taxiing up all the way to the back point, let me know it's pointing directly towards.
There we go. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, is the star of the show. It's the A380, operated by Etihad. I'll be honest, I'm not a massive fan of the aircraft. Much prefer the 747. I've flown on the 380 and again wasn't that fantastic, but you can't deny that it's definitely one of the most iconic aircraft in the modern history of aviation. Instantly recognisable because of its two decks, huge wingspan, 4 engines, but like I say, it's still not my favourite. Sorry Airbus. Comes, look at this absolute beauty. Can disappear behind the Premier hangar for now, and then I'll grab her just as she reappears again. There you hear the reverse thrusters. Wowee. In the Expo livery today. Obviously using the full length of the runway pretty much to stop. We'll get her when she turns round and taxis past here for a close-up. Welcome to Manchester. Good to see her back, really. Look at that, look at those wings, amazing. And we've got the Turkish A330 taking off, going back to sunny Istanbul. There she is. Look at the size of that thing. It's a monster, and I mean that in the nicest possible way. Wowee. That is stunning. So I still prefer the jumbos, but you can't deny it, that is a very impressive looking, very good looking aircraft. Awesome stuff.
To guarantee tours of the airport again, or we can do it
Lots of British Airways. Thank you. We're going to Heathrow. Shuttle 3 uniform. Airbus A319. And it's the Lufthansa going back to Munich. Good old flying cigar, CRJ 900. It's a very cool looking aircraft. I wouldn't mind having a little flight in one of those. We've got the Etihad 76 Logan Air. But I noticed it's got a little bit darker. We've got some rain forecast in the next couple of hours, but hopefully it'll stay away for a bit. Guess what's coming next? If you're thinking it's Ryanair, you're right. Yawn. It's a beautiful Boeing 757 coming into land here. Jet 2. Commonly known as a Chanex as well. Look at that. Awesome aircraft. Beautiful. And yes, I wonder if Jeff's Glynn is on there with her famous song. I'm not going to whistle it, don't worry. So ladies and gentlemen, we have the TUI Boeing 737 MAX coming into land here. Brand new plane. You can probably make out the LED lighting at the front rather than the traditional bulbs.
So shout out to Izzy and Ellie, and thanks very much for the feedback on the chat.
Here she comes, gliding down. The striking blue colours of old TUI.
The TUI flight just touching down that we were talking about earlier. 77 MAX 8 in front of Grodnik.
There we go. Lovely. You can see the spoilers have come up to disrupt the airflow and slow the aircraft down. And obviously the reverse thrusters are open too. All part of the normal braking operation of an aircraft. You can also see the flaps are extended below the wing. That's to help the plane remain stable during the slow flight stage prior to landing. It's a nice aircraft.
You probably noticed just how much quieter that is.
Oh yeah, I was just about to say that.
You could barely hear it.
It's amazing. So quiet.
newer engines that are on the more
incredible.
Aircraft nowadays. You can also notice, well actually just at the moment, you see the split scimitar winglets that's got one up, one down at about 45 degrees. That helps the performance of the aircraft as well. But part of the noise reduction just is coming, if you just, we'll wait for just another couple of seconds. You look at the engine.
And this Jet 2's just arrived from Llandudno, which is an airport, major international airport in Wales. And I am of course talking utter bollocks. An Austrian taking off there. Zoom. So there's quite an unusual logo for a KLM. I've never seen this before. Very nice, silver and dark blue. Very, very classy. I don't know what the plane is. My dad's just asked me there. I'll try and zoom in. Can't see. I think it's an Airbus. But I have no idea, I'm just guessing. Ryanair departing straight behind the KLM. God, it's like Manchester Airport today. So there in the distance is the Etihad Dreamliner, and you can tell with the slightly curved wings and the huge engines. What a stunning aircraft. Sadly it's a little bit murky today. What would you expect? We're up north, aren't we? It's grim up north, they say. Normally people have never been here. It's far from grim. But maybe I'm a bit biased. Anyway, here's the landing. Wowee.
Of the Middle East cruise we've got today, and the Middle East are all bringing in different aircraft, which is nice. This is Etihad 787.
Get your teeth in, mate.
Just arrived from Abu Dhabi, and just have a listen.
Abu Dhabi do.
Not listen to the noise. You hear about the scallops engine down. See that one?
Beautiful.
787 there. So it's a large aircraft. It's such a quiet rollout.
Brilliant. Beautiful, beautiful aircraft. And that's the Icelandair going off to do some frozen food deliveries.
Of course, the Icelandair 77 MAX 8 on its way back to Reykjavik in Iceland. The size of the
Now look at that, coming back. Woo-wee. You are a beauty, madam.
710 is larger, which is obvious. No, it's a 787 9. Give the balance away, they often give away back.
Here's the wave. Go on, you miserable bugger. Yeah, there you go. Well done, sir. Sorry, you're not a miserable bugger after all. Excellent. Well done, Captain, sir. Nice touch. Well done. Stop there for some reason. I'm not on ground channel, so I can't find out why.
Ryanair, the main airline. You have Malta Air,
Ryanair.
and Ford, which is located in Poland. So the vast majority of all the aircraft in all three of those airlines are still taking the flight.
We've had to give way for some reason. He's on his way again now after it.
However, like I mentioned earlier on today, that Ryanair are getting 737 MAX 8, or as they call them, 737-800 into their fleet.
Look at the size difference there between the Dreamliner and the 737-800. Like mummy and daughter.
Highly unlikely that these aircraft will be replaced with the Volker Air livery just for the sake of it.
Jet 2 landing. Not quite sure where it's from. It's a pretty busy half hour now. It's been quite good. It was quiet earlier. We've got the Qatari 777 due in any moment as well. It's all good. And next up is the Qatari 777. I always tell 777 by the huge engines. I think they're actually bigger than a 737 in diameter. Massive wings.
Touches down. Don't forget, if you want to shout out or ask us a question, anything aviation related, ideally, give us a knock on the door down here, shout through the window, or if you want to get into the 21st century, you can tweet using the hashtag RVPChat, and we'll pick that up as soon as we can and give you a shout out.
Look at the engines, are just stunning. There you go, spoilers are up. Reverse thrustingtons. Beautiful. Love it. Quite a short stop actually. Sometimes we go all the way down the runway, so I guess it's not that full today. Well, we got the pilot just gave a wave there. Nice touch again. Well done, sir. And again. Great stuff. I like it when they do that. Engages the kids, gets them interested in aviation. Excellent stuff. Good PR there. Great airline. You can see the jelly coming out of the engines there, as they call it, the heat haze. And this is just a Boeing 737-800. Still very quiet though. See, there you go on the back there. 737-800. And next up is we've got a Jet 2 from Faro. Certainly had a plethora of the low-cost airlines with the Ryanair and EasyJet, and now these guys.
Just touching down is A321 from Jet2 Holidays inbound from Faro. Interestingly, Jet2 have fairly recently placed a large order for A321s with Airbus, which is to replace the Boeing 737. Jet2 has been a long time operator of Boeing aircraft, so it's quite a significant order that they've switched to the A321. And no doubt this aircraft taxiing or just slowing down the runway has been a major part in that decision, because they've been able to see it in operational, in operation.
And here we've got Ryanair from Dublin. My wife will be on one of these flights in the next couple of weeks. Going over to see some friends in Ireland.
That's a funny name, though.
Saw a nice plume of smoke there when she touched down. And just to go into shots, taxiing back to the stand is the Jet2. There she is. Going down one of the high-speed taxiways. They're not known for hanging about, are they? Probably got all the passengers unbuckled and at the door already. Get ready for a 2-minute turnaround. Definitely in some kind of rush, this guy. And next up we have a Chanex Barcelona. Yes.
737 Series 800.
So Boeing 737-800 from Barcelona. Jet2. Chanex.
Then you'll be using hotel Wi-Fi. Alright.
There we go. Nice flare.
In a bit then.
Plume of smoke.
Alright, don't burn your nipples.
I hope you didn't hear that. Burn your nipples? Oh dear. Feel a bit sick. What could that conversation been about? You might wonder why the aircraft sort of slow down and then throttle back up again. It's because they're going around the corner. It actually loses an enormous amount of energy because the planes are just steered by that little wheel at the front, the nose wheel, and obviously it's not quite as efficient as turning as a car, so they have to increase their thrust to get back to their taxiing speed, which is normally somewhere around about 20 or 30 knots.
Exhibition, for want of a better phrase, today. There are, of course, a few other aircraft dotted around the runway.
So we've got a Ryanair followed by an EasyJet, just taxiing down to holding point Juliet 1 there. And we also have
over in the car park area,
another aircraft on final. I'm not quite sure what it is. Well, it's quite a nice sight, isn't it? You've got two planes taxiing out and one just on final approach.
Yeah, we were flying Academy tours
Yeah.
in there as well for
Oh, it looks like it's an EasyJet.
aircraft to have a little look at. Do you want to have a look around the park?
Yes. That is the Emirates with the 4 engines. It's due to go out in about 10 minutes, I think. There we go. Nice little EasyJet there.
the only civil airliner with an obstacle nose bridge. That's right, I'd often try and make a joke about if you had to be strapped onto a runway on the Sept line of a runway, which aircraft would you like to land on the top of it? And that would be the charge, because yes, you did have an offset nose bridge.
Got the Ryanair blasting off down the runway.
Yeah, the engine looks a bit small. My apologies, that is Neo. You see the combination of those two things, the new engine function and the sharpness will say.
And there's the KLM that came in earlier this afternoon. A very cool logo going back out again to Amsterdam. Quite a steep takeoff. And here's the first Ryanair of the day that I've seen. Of course, talking utter rubbish. About the 15th, I think.
I see it! It's going now! It's moving forward!
There's great excitement around me at the moment because the A380 is about to start taxiing. And of course, in true drones and plane style, we'll give you full coverage. That's what this is. Yep, it's a Ryanair. There we go. Rotate. Positive rate. Gear up. There you go. Look at that. Look, yeah. Look at that for a contrasting size. Oh wow, that's a really good bit of video.
I don't know whether you're still here, but that citation jet is like to answer that question for you.
Look at that, what a contrast. Awesome. Right, and here she goes.
Just on the takeoff roll.
Look at this. Get ready, everyone.
It's moving fast. Hearing a noise. Where is it going? And where is it going?